Hi guys, Paul and James here for
Hi.
Labour and Wood. This week for Custom Bat of the Week,
Yeah.
we have a old favourite with our customers, the copy of the old Miller Champion Hall Signature.
Yes, that's right. So it's the old signature bat that we had. We had two versions of this, one for Australia and one for England. This is more like the Australia version. So you can see there, you got a very sort of high spine through, but it's sort of a much higher sweet spot than the English version. The English version was much lower and
It goes quite a bit down, doesn't it?
It does, yes, it does, and the dowels here are a little bit lower too, and to coincide with that. And so this is more akin to the Australia version, which just is a little bit different, but feels nice. I mean, it's a long blade, long handle version too. So again, everything's stretched right out.
So it's a half inch.
Yeah, half
inch long, half inch.
Yeah, that's
in both the blade and the handle.
That's right. Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that although it's long, it still feels quite nice in the balance because you've got a very defined oval handle. These bats have a very defined oval handle, so they really do feel nice in your hands, and the classic the old M&H style of handle from years ago. So it's one of those things that yeah, that works. It feels nice. Some people don't like it, but yeah, it's certainly the idea being that it makes your hand sit in the right spot and you play technically correctly. So,
Now you have a bit of a history with this bat in
yes.
particular.
Yeah, well, certainly with the signature bat. I mean, we used to make quite a lot of these when I was at M&H, and certainly that it was something that only Julian and myself made.
Yeah.
What
round about?
I was around about 95, 94. Yeah, from 1994 onwards until I left in '98. So
obviously, we're getting a lot of our, especially recently, asking for this particular profile.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's quite interesting. Yeah.
Do you, when someone asks for it,
yeah,
do you automatically make the English version like you had originally done?
Yeah, I do tend to be honest, because that's certainly where I was making most of the signature bats that I did, and then so obviously once coming over here and making the bats over here, I found when I first started over here, a lot of people were buying the Puma versions of it and that sort of thing, and so hence you did have a slightly different take on the original version that we used to do.
So this customer's an Australian customer?
Yep.
He's obviously asked for the Australian version. So
he's effectively asked for it with that mid to high sweet spot, which is effectively this. So.
Yep.
And so it's what, if you took the dowels out, it would basically be our classic profile, but in a mid to high sweet spot. But obviously with the dowels, it just changes.
Yeah. And the weight of this one?
The weight of that, I think, is 2 pounds 9. So nice and light. It feels really.
Especially for a long blade setup, 2.9 is quite good.
Yeah.
In reserve willow.
Yeah, so I mean, certainly in that weight, in the reserve willow with that sort of setup, it just feels really nice in the balance, and you still have, even though it's a long bat, you still have that nice bat speed, so it works. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, so that's a reserve in the sort of mid to high classic profile, but with the dowels making it a slightly different concept.